Hello, hello. Welcome back to Final Fantasy. Today we're going to be doing a Hildibrand quest with Hardiboiled. They only look great together. Oh, we're so cute. He hates me. You know he does. Anywho's, let's go. Hardiboiled. Oh, that's the map. Need for speed. Hardiboiled casts a resolute shadow beneath the unrelenting glare of True View's neon illumination. Okay, I was hoping you'd drop by. It took a bit of doing, but I was able to widen the crack I made in that storage device and yank out a couple new scraps of data. The first file just so happened to be a record of Carnelian's procedure. Seems the bastard's soul was poured into one of those clot-type monsters. They've got an annoying talent for mimicking shapes and faces, which is exactly what Carnelian took advantage of when he tricked us with his fake Kamaka? It's Hildi! Never fear, Inspector Hildibrand is here. The other file I pulled had details on yet another monsterfied criminal. This mook was nabbed for repeated vehicular violations, riding his air-wheeler too fast, making reckless maneuvers endangering others, that sort of thing. According to the data, he's running around in the body of a cactuar now. Oh no. Judging by what we've seen of that researcher's schemes, he'll have dispatched the prickly speed demon somewhere outside the dome. But where? Rejoice, my good detective, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, come bearing the very direction you seek. I have it straight from the mouth of the real Kamaka that an ambulatory cactus piloting a flying contraption was supposedly observed streaking through the sky on a southerly bearing. Alas, despite hastening to confirm this sighting, our intrepid sheriff arrived too late to see the needle-covered individual in question. The report was summarily dismissed as fanciful imaginings of inebriated townsfolk. The insistent chirp of veteran instinct nonetheless compelled me to investigate. Thus did my faithful assistant and I venture further south to question the colorful crowds of Tuliodal. Tuliolal. And yes, there, to find sober witnesses eager to tell of an airborne succulent. They said it was moving at an incredible pace, set astride a vehicle like the ones the mechanical invaders had ridden. It was last seen zipping past a dirigible before vanishing into the clouds to the south. Alexandria's soldiers ride on air-wheelers, so unless there's another flying cactuar out there somewhere, I think we have our man. Good work. Almost too good, in fact. Over there. Is that a new case I spy? Hardly had to bait the hook. They're the real deal, all right. Although, come to think of it, I don't know why anyone would bother impersonating either of them to begin with. At least the lead seems solid enough. But if we're serious about catching this guy, we'll need an air-wheeler of our own. Come on, there's a shop nearby that does custom ones. I think I have an air-wheeler. Actually, I have multiple flying mounts. Do we really need an air-wheeler? Where are we going? Around the corner? Whoop. It's Nashu's stalker! And a bug! I Don't remember who the bug was. The bug was somebody. Oh, I could go for a nice bowl of custard. Why are we talking about custard? Did he say they do? Oh, custard jobs. I get it. They misheard custom. This is the place. I used to be a regular here, but I ain't back. Oh, but I ain't been back in a while. Let's see if they still remember me. Kind of hard to forget. Well, well, look who the wind blew in. You have green lipstick? What is on? No, that must be a goatee or something. Monum, I've come for my steed. That is a very unfortunate goatee. And that battered old scrap heap, it's been rusting on my garage floor so long, I doubt it could manage a slow trot, let alone a gallop. Happy to give it a tune-up if you had the credits to burn, but I'll need you to supply some parts, a new high-voltage battery, and superconductor coil at a minimum. The chronometer's ticking. I'll see if I can get my hands on a battery, but can I ask you to track down the coil? These soft-boiled dopes wouldn't know a suspension spring from an anti-gravity gimbal, but you I can trust to find the right part without cracking under the pressure. I'm on it, Detective. Hardiboiled seems desperate. Hardiboiled seems desperate to get his air wheeler up and running, so I'll give you a tip. You want a coil quick like, then salvaging the rides of defective Centuries is your best bet. I'll even lend you this handy gadget to help you out. Set off the distress signal on the west side of Old Alexandria, and you'll soon have some murderous mechanical company to dismantle for parts. Ugh, I'll take these two along with me on the battery hunt. Good luck out there. Look, Nashu is great, okay? She can throw bombs. Hildi is a sort of warrior of light. It's debatable sometimes. I think he's a dragoon. Where are we going? Oh, there's a mender over here. Perfect. Oh, I got the flying porgy. Look at a piggy. I do not fly straight when I do that. Okay, I can't. I'll wind up going in circles. Where do I put it down at? Over there. See if I remember how to play. There it is. Oh yeah, easy. I'm gonna salvage your mechano bike. Oh, I guess I got it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, back over. I guess this is the best one. I don't know. The aetherite points are kind of set up weird. I like the music here. It's so chill. Such a vibe. Well, you get your hands on a coil? I did. Aye, that should do the trick. Now, where did your mates run off to? Can't be that hard to find a store that sells batteries. You should probably head over to the Nexus Arcade and see what's keeping them. Lord knows what is keeping them. Where is this thing? Up there. Okay, where are they? They are up here. Where are you guys? Oh, there they are. I see them in the corner. Hardiboiled. Okay. Any trouble picking up that coil? Nothing you couldn't handle, I'll wager. As for the battery, I bought one easily enough. The problem was convincing the inspector and his gal to stick around after he caught whiff of the tantalizing familiarity. Long story short, they wandered off and haven't come back. Suppose we ought to go look for them, eh? What did he find? Oh no, did you find this reflections version of your dad? I mean, he's got the haircut. Is that a... Oh no, it's a corpse! A smiling corpse. The corpse brigade strikes again. You needn't front, detective. This dapper zombie is an old acquaintance of mine. Allow me to introduce myself, good sir. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men and disciple of Master Zombiebrand. I have been on the road seeking out new recruits for our merry, moldering band. Said search is what brought me here, and into the midst of this unexpected, yet most welcome reunion. I don't usually hold with necromancy, but he seems harmless enough. So, if you're done catching up, we've got a case to work on. In actual fact, our conversation was almost entirely case adjacent. Employing his nose for festering fellows, this gentle zombie traced the stench of necromantic decay to the very facility in which I once slumbered. Oh dear. What are they doing? Yes, I became fast friends with one of the reanimated researchers there. During the process of getting to know each other, he spoke briefly of the only person left alive after the incident. According to my new carnal chum, all the lab workers perished when an accident resulted in the leakage of a highly toxic substance. All that is, save for a single man who habitually wore a protective gas mask. Oh. Keshkyle is his name. He was second in charge after the overseer himself, yet disdained by his peers as a condescending know-it-all. They did, however, grudgingly recognize his passion for his work. Even after devoting a full day to official experiments, he would pour his remaining time and energy into some mysterious side project. And he was the sole surviving researcher, you say? Sounds like we finally have a name for our mastermind. Courtesy of the shambling undead, no less. No matter how many years I do this job. Well, thanks for that. Glad to be of service. Now, if you'll excuse me, my new recruit and I have a cafe tour planned. So, that fella was an honest-to-God's walking corpse, huh? I've met weird folks in my line of work, but do you always keep company with such oddballs? You have no idea. That was out of line. It's just, I reckon there are forces in this world you're better off not messing with. Anyway, let me take these parts back to Monom and get my wheeler repaired. Shouldn't take too long. I'll ride him back here to make sure he's running smoothly and you can see the magnificent beast in all his glory. What you got, Ashu? Our gentle zombie friend was as reanimated as ever. I know, wasn't he great? Detective Hardiboiled seems somewhat nervous. Excited to reclaim his pride and joy, perhaps? Maybe it's the fact that we're talking to undead Hildi. Or would you look at that? You want one, Hildi? Oh, it's a bug. Oh, the bug was his partner, wasn't it? Oh no, we've taken his partner's spot. What do you think, Oki? I call him Night Stallion. He's a custom job built for yours truly and has far too much horsepower for the average mook to handle. Anti-gravity capabilities are standard, but when it comes to ground speed, he's been tweaked to achieve the highest possible performance. The trick is to install quick heating motor coils. Oh my gosh, what are they doing to the poor thing? But won't the increased heat compromise the magnetic field's integrity, you ask? Well, that's a valid concern. A hotter drivetrain responds completely differently when you open up the throttle and You, get those filthy hands off my ride. I merely thought to enhance your beloved steed with a touch of Salamanderville. So, you've had this amazing machine this whole time? Why haven't you been riding it until now? Ah, so fresh-faced and innocent. The spitting image of my assistant. Who is now a bug. Look at that bug. I'll never forget the day I hung up my spurs. It was right after I'd caught Carnelian. I'd been simmering in thoughts of vengeance, fit to burst my shell at any moment. The big house is too good for the likes of the Crime King. See you in hell, your majesty. Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance. You've gone soft Hardiboiled. This flashback exceeds the legal length. Laced with illicit embellishments, no doubt. Look at me! Wrap it up, Gumshoe. To cut to the chase, my assistant was avenged. Slinging the crime king into the slammer took me off the boil, and riding cold just ain't my style. But now that Carnelian's on the streets again, it's time for me to get back in the saddle. They were saying that Cactuar punk flew over Thule whatever, then blew past the dirigible on his way south, right? What kind of territory are we looking at? Desert, and more desert. Lots of big trees, are there? And let's make this Yaktel's dirigible landing our starting point. I'll take Night Stallion and meet you there. Hildi. We'll get you one later. Bless. Hold on. I can't write it right now. I think I have a good luck finding. Oh, I've got quite a few bikes, actually. Here's mine. Let's see, let's add to hotbar. Here we go. I wish I had a shiny air-wheeler like the detective. I'd finally be able to keep up with the inspector. Hildibrand is eager to take to the air. Right, we shall find our way to this cocktail dirigible landing. See you there. I'm pretty sure it was Yak's tail, Inspector. Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, I know, my PlayStation's out. Wait, are we going? Yeah, we're going to this dirigible landing. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Sailing through the air is a lovely way to travel. That was my first time aboard a dirigible. It's not so different from an airship, if said airship had jettisoned its own means of propulsion. Ah, you made it. Even this jaded old gumshoe had to appreciate that view coming in over the treetops. Anyway, I talked to the locals while waiting for you lot to arrive, and one fella had seen Mr. Cactuar flying down to the lower forests. I'm told the biggest place out that way is a settlement called Mamook, so that'll be our next destination. Let's head over there, walk the streets, ask some questions, you know, the usual. Very good, detective, but what's become of your wondrous wheeler? And Night Stallion would draw more attention than I'd like. I'll use the autopilot function to call him if I need him, but otherwise I'll make do with my own 2 feet. Do you know how far Mamook is? Look at our air-wheeler. And whoosh! Yeah, it's kind of far, actually, but We will use this opportunity to show off the beautiful forest that is not desert. I was thinking of Shallow, which is Texas. I was doing fates out there to get the special fate. And oh my gosh, all the Texas jokes were it was just nonstop Texas jokes. It was so funny though. It was people go crazy when you're out there for too long doing fates. I love this area though. It's so pretty. I hope one day that they open up more housing and I will totally move my house out to here because it is so pretty. I love all the trees and stuff and the darkness. All right, so we are now in Mamook. Where are they in Mamook? By the crystal, maybe? Cool, it's awfully dark here beneath the canopy. Yeah, it is. Such a dense proliferation of forest giants. I am reminded of the 12's wood. Yes, it does. It does look a lot like the 12's wood. Only more blue instead of green. Well, that must be Mook. They build things different down here, eh? Look, we're still stuck in, like, the 10th century. But we ain't got time to admire the architecture. Spread out and find someone who's clapped eyes on that cactuar. Righto, Chief. The town is a little empty, though. Are they in the build? See, look, here's a nice empty building that we could put our house in. Pretty sure that is a storage space, but you know, the thought that counts. Have you seen a flying cactuar? Why, yes, I did see an unusual creature riding a strange vehicle through the forest at breakneck speeds. It's awfully specific. The vehicle's terrible noise is what first drew my attention, followed by the incomprehensible yelling of its pilot. Yet the sight of this posturing man-plant was so absurd I found myself more bemused than frightened. Feel like she's lying to me. Yes, I've encountered the fiend you describe. The forest has its share of fantastical creatures, but this one was undeniably out of place. I observed it smashing one of the giant meteorites with a club and racing away with the broken pieces. Make of that what you will. What are you two doing? What did you find? What is that? I slipped on that banana peel and almost went tail over tea kettle. Could this have been a devious trap laid by our quarry? That banana peel is almost as sparkly as the inspector was. It looks like a piece from a Luna tender. Are we sure that's a banana peel? Only you, Inspector, would trip over a banana peel like that. Hardiboiled, are you over here? Usually they're like somewhere near. This is the Gatherer's quest area for this expansion. It's very pretty. Love it. Hi, Bakulja. Have you seen a cactuar? Ah, the subject of recent gossip. I crossed paths with the creature myself, and it was indeed odd, but the machine it rode upon was a true wonder. He pulled up alongside me and my wyver, challenged us to a race, then zoomed off with astounding swiftness. If you're planning on catching that fiend, you'll need an equally miraculous mount. Got it. Got it covered. Zoom, zoom. Although I don't feel like I zoom very much. This mount doesn't feel very zoomy. So, what's the wrap? The testimonies I gathered were very much the same. There is a cactuar racing around out there. That much can be certain. But if he's making stops to bag meteorite fragments, then this ain't no simple joyride. Talk to me, Oki. Something about those rocks I ought to know. Some kind of special aetheric radiation, eh? We haven't pieced together Keshkal's big plan yet, but he seems real interested in those space stones. Which means we've got a good chance of finding his spiky goon by staking out the spots where the meteorites are. If we nab the cactuar, we can make him lead us to the researcher, and to Carnelian. When I say us, I mean me and Night Stallion, of course. Once we find him, the rest of you won't be giving chase without an airwheeler. I need no such contrivance. These legs have been conditioned by an intensive chocobo-bearing exercise regimen. Yep, just wait till you see him run. Well, good luck to him. Still think he's a weak-willed punk, but I can't deny that uncanny body of his is made of sterner stuff. Let's get on with it then. I hear there's a few good-sized meteorites alongside the road that leads out of town. We'll start at the near end and hope the mook puts in an appearance. Walking trees. Stay away from me. Oh my gosh, you two. Who knew meteorites were so big? Bumpy. Didn't you go to the moon with me? But fancy meeting you here. I, too, deduce that this may very well be the scene of our criminal's next crime. Oh, Hildi. Is that clumsy oaf trying to hide? Yeah, give him some credit. He's really good at his job. So pretty. Look at the scenery. And no wheeler riding cacto around here. Let's move on. Ugh, that idiot inspector. Took off like he had the case all sewn up, but running fast didn't find him any leads. Did it. And here I thought he was on to something. Are you trying to egg him on? Hardiboiled? That way, Nashu. I think I may be onto something. Bye. Bye. Don't leave me behind. I want to come too. We'll just kind of float along our way. There's no... Oh, I was going to say, there's no meteorite over here. There is. It's up there. Is it almost time to eat? If you can endure a little longer, Nashu. Is that Dolt trying to keep out of sight or not? You're the one standing in plain sight, my guy. And so am I. I'm not hiding either. We're not great at this. And no sign of him here either. On to the next meteorite. I detect a hint of criminality in that direction. Onwards, Nashu. We mustn't let the detective beat us to the punch. Hi. Munch. Travel tacos. What are you eating? Oh, it's a banana. I say, Munch. These bananas, Munch, are really good. Don't eat too many of them. They might give you a tummy ache. I could murder an egg right about now. Oh my gosh. Look out and stand aside or it's 1,000 needles in your hide. Make way for the unmatchable, uncatchable Spike. Oh my gosh. I was totally thinking it was going to be a little bitty cactuar, but he's one of the buff ones. This one looks ripe for the smashing. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need you to hop off that air wheeler. Huh? You must be the blowhards I was warned about. Think you can give orders to the succulent speedster? My ride is maxed out with black market mods, and there ain't no one faster. Keep up if you can, slowpokes. If that's the way it's gotta be, challenge accepted. To me, Night Stallion, it's time to burn rubber. Hey, are you gonna leave me behind? I wanna go. Rude. It's a great picture of Oki, though. Bye, Hildi. And I'm right behind you, Inspector. Dude, I got left in the dust. Oh, I missed. I missed the picture. So much sadness. Yeah! Damn it, the stallion's at full gallop and I'm still trailing. Oh, I hear a Hildi. It would seem you require my assistance after all. What the? You caught up to me on foot? Fine, change of plan. Oh no, he took your gun. He gave you a banana. Where's my damn python? Oh, Hildi, what are you doing? I'll just tweak the weapon's elemental settings like so. With you steering and me providing the thrust, that fiend will soon learn a harsh lesson. Nothing outruns a fired up Manderville man. Oh no. Oh no. Hildi, what are you doing? Yeah! Are they actually gaining on me? Come on, then. I feel the needle for speed. Oh. This is absurd. Get him, Hildies. Oh my gosh. We did it! Victory is ours! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! I can't believe it. My undefeated record, my legendary win streak. It's over. And yet, I feel strangely content. We won through the power of friendship. Enough, you win. Just hand me over to the coppers and be done with it. So, the researcher forced you to work for him, like he did with the other fiends. That's right. Told me to smash and grab the meteorites from the forest, but nobody wanted them for. All this way to nab some delinquent goon and no leads on Keshkal or Cornelian to show for it. Not to mention my beautiful ride getting trashed. That one's on you, Hildibrand. Perhaps we can try running together next time. Oh, if you're looking for Keshkal, I know exactly where he'll be. Waiting for my meteorite delivery over by the cliffs southwest of here. Why didn't you say that sooner? I bet Cornelian is there with him. You won't escape me this time. I leave this criminal cactuar in your custody. Fiendish appearance aside, 'tis a man's soul within, so please treat him accordingly. Now, let us follow the detective to these cliffs, shall we? I must ensure these villains are served a gentleman's justice. Did you run the wrong way? Where are we going? Oh, there's the bug. Where's the stalker? I didn't see the stalker. Oh, here we go. Full belly. Happy heart. Do you smell it? The scent of criminality is in the air. Shh, I can hear them just up ahead. Let me get the drop on them before we go all barging in. He's late. We must assume something went wrong. These meteorites will provide the perfect energy source, and I would prefer to harvest the surplus. It is too great a risk to linger here. Ooh, he's got to have a car. Freeze, mage. You so much as twitch your lips and I'll light you up. No, I've worked too hard to give up now. He's getting away. He'll keep. I've got the one I want. But don't think I'm taking you in just so you can escape. Never again. Murder is not the answer, Detective. Oh my gosh, Hildi. You know that's a slime? Yeah, it's a slime. Ah. Oh no, he ate Hildi! Oh, where did Carnelian go? Oh. You almost had me, if not for this bumbling fool you tolerate. Soft as ever. Ooh, Hardiboild's gonna be mad at us. You and me are done, Hildibrand. Stay out of my way. Go, little buggy, go after him. My recent inadequacies as an inspector appear to have earned the detective's ire. 'Twas you he turned to for assistance with this case, Oki. It is only fitting that you remain at his side for the duration. Meanwhile, Nashu and I shall persist with our independent inquiries. Sorry for the sudden exit back there, but that yolk for brains had me steaming. Hildibrand only wants to help. That's the problem. His help ain't nothing but a hindrance. Hildi, you know you're not good at hiding. For the love of... I see you sulking over there, soft-boiled. Isn't this a delightful spot of serendipity? We were simply following the villain's trail, and look how we've all run into each other. Completely by chance. Well, we were only passing through after all. We shall apprehend that mastermind with our own tried and true mythology. You shall see. Oki, I want you on the case with me from here on out. When it comes to a proper guide beyond the dome, as well as being tougher than yours truly, no one else fits the bill. You might need to cool your heels for a bit while I work on salvaging more data, but Hardiboiled always gets his files in the end. See you around. Meanwhile, elsewhere. In some dark, mysterious lab. At long last, my scheme is coming to fruition. No longer must I endure the company of incompetent colleagues. All is in readiness. The replication of my brilliant mind is at hand. Never again will I be known as the Kenny-Loka Corpse's second best. My name shall ring across the lands carried far and wide by an army of unrivaled geniuses. Something amusing? Oh, just the fact that you repaired a device capable of miracles, yet your plans for it are so very banal. Banal? Banal? Oh, that's an I on the end of his name. I thought it was an L. Jeez, okay. You dare mock me? I think he does more than just mock you. Ugh, what a bore he was. Now, to realize a dream worthy of this marvelous technology. Wait, isn't that our spaceship from last time? Where did you get that from? Detective Hardiboiled, they call me. Cool and tough as a cucumber wrapped in old leather. I'm a man who prefers his own company. Today's egg was overdone. I let the pot boil and boil, a match to my mood. They say you can't make a cracked shell whole again. Maybe it's time I smashed it completely. Buggy! Core, those are some troubling thoughts. Can anyone save Detective Hardiboiled from himself? I bet the inspector can. With us on the case, a happy ending is never far away. See you, Inspector! All right. Oh dear. Well, that concludes us for today. I will see y'all next time.